opposition for be dwa omonum. Seraf ka say num dwa. Steve ka say num dwa. First 25 minutes now no work eka so mbe finish Hatchifok na amaso. Yewie na game no 1-1. Na no na Abubakar Watara Hatchifok head coach after the game omo draw no. O say niema enu nti ema omo ntimi an win game no draw no omo boy no. A draws no ntimi nka ni nyina publicly. Dem omo ko no mako prepare ye for the Ediana game on Wednesday. Say, and Urano at the Twitter.
At this stadium, but it's not easy for us because of some things I don't want to say here. But when we are playing football, we didn't need the handball people here. We play football. Football is the high level, is a physical contact. But no, that's the one. But I think the game is not bad. The two teams try his best and we get 1 point.
Talking about the two teams trying their best, are you impressed with your boys' performance today?
Yes, every time I'm impressed because I tell them we can score, we create some chances, but no problem. That the opponent also do well in defense, he's defending well, and the midfielder, we do our best, but everybody try to win the match in the midfield. But the midfield is consistent of the two teams.
The goal you considered, will you blame the goalkeeper?
I keep that for me in the dressing room, not here.
Your next game is against the Diana Stars midweek. And what should we expect, Coach Abubakar Watara?
We always the good performance, the maximum points. We are going to look to get the points. That's the point we need. We don't need anything about the points.
Abubakar Watara, Hatchifok head coach, and after the game, or church him na and talk bio on in St. Joffo. St. Johnny Biko Bisa as a second half, no. I say Hatchifok were tactically dominated by Vision FC. No, I say, oh, you can't tactical out here, say, Kofa dictionary na beam. Na kwa we the meaning of tactical and sana we are. Udi said the Watara, AC in St. Johnny na.
Everything changed. It seemed they came in and tactically they were better than you. What will you say about that? The second half of
God take your dictionary and look the meaning of the tactical. And next time, can't you ask me that question? You see it? Okay? It's good. It's my reply. Go and take your dictionary and read the tactically, the meaning of the tactical, and you come back to ask me that question.
Yeah, the performance during the second half.
It's your problem.
Yes, into Watara say, Nyanse nye. Ko say the word tactical no one say, or say tactically. Okay. Into Kofa, what Dixon never did the meaning of tactically. Nabra, Nasa Bibisa, sa question the view. Okay. What a young Twasso. Nana Jiman, head coach Emma Vision FC. After the game, or say, the team no, a dominating game now. On the officer, they should have won the game.
No, I'm not. We had a game plan, and the game plan could have worked easily. We created more chances than Hatchifok. We should have taken the chances. We didn't. Hearts came into this game with only one game plan to play route one, try to win the first and second ball, get into the attacking phase 3 as quickly as possible, which they succeeded with in the first half. One of those long balls resulted in the confusion. We crashed ourselves. They got that goal, but we dominated the game. We played through the phases. We got into their phase 4. Unfortunately, we couldn't convert our chances.
Any lessons from today's game?
Yeah, of course. I think that still we need to work a bit more in phase 4. The movement in phase 4 is not that great. Our composure in phase 4 is still not that great. I think that if we get that right, because our wing play is excellent in the middle of the field with Meshach, it's excellent as well. If we can get our strikers or our front line making movements for Meshach to put the balls through, I think that teams will suffer in our hands. But unfortunately, when we get into phase 4, the movement is too poor. We're not able to convert our chances. Even the first touch in that phase 4 to even make those chances not good. So if you look at our goal, for example, Meshach had to take that goal, and he's been practicing it the whole week, and he got it right, and it was a beautiful goal.
Nana Ajiman, head coach Edema Vision, and after the game of this answer, now Asante Kotoko, Etnefi, Emma, and your draw keke, ɛna Bechem United bɛbɔ ɔmo bɔ Asante Kotoko. Kotoko were luckier to have gotten equalizer na ɔmo a point no. Na after the game, Prosper Chima ɔse na ne team no Kotoko ɔse na ɔmo yɛ slow. Ɛna ɛma Bechem dominate game na ɛno nti ɔmo control bibi especially in the midfield. Bechem ɛgye bibia na ɛno ɛne creative problems ɛde ma Asante Kotoko. Say ɛna Prosper after the 1-1 draw with Bechem United.
We look slow today. I don't know whether it's a result of fatigue. But then before the game, we had engaged them, and then they were all okay. Physically, mentally, they were all okay. But then if you look at their movements today, that wasn't the typical movements of the players. And again, too, I think today we were not able to control the middle of the park as usual. So that put some sort of pressure on us in the middle of the park. So to me, I think these were the two things that actually didn't go well for us. Everybody is doing their job well. I mean, sometimes you may think you are fine, but that may not be the issue. I think we don't have to play on attributions here. We didn't get the results. You know, normally when I come to post-match, I don't assign reasons, or I don't really assign reasons for what actually happened and we lost. I mean, sometimes I explain more when we win. So to me, it's a game that is over, and I think that the medical staff, everybody did their best. The technical staff, everybody did their best. Only that we're slow today on the field. And I am just thinking through that it may be fatigue, but they didn't tell us. But as I said, I mean, today they just look slow on the field. If you look, it's not a typical Kotoko team you've seen over recent times. Their quickness, their alertness, everything was not as usual. So we knew they were going to play that way, and I spoke about it, and we had trained about it. It's just that, I mean, we were slow in terms of our reactions to first balls, in terms of our reactions to second balls, in terms of keeping an eye on the opponent who is the third man running. I mean, we were slow to tracking them, and I think that gave them the opportunity to play and gain their confidence.
And to Kotoko head coach Prosper Nachogum, and was it, and the boys in Abre, minim Kotoko aye bibi extra. Oma kobo outstanding game bi oma yeden. And now work as a bre. Enti oru anensem no na wa mananso wa oso ono de na sem owo ekacha Asante Kotoko fans ni nyina. Ene say munya abotre. Mon support boys no mon tawo mochi. Na se eba se kasa atem didie ye ne bibia enhye dan fa boys na tie timi bu o mabam. Enti mon ta boys na chi. Sabre no mo hia mo most no mo ntimi nye bibi. Emfa ma Asante Kotoko. Wo de tie said Prosper AC address Asante Kotoko fans no after the 1-1 Omoni Bechem boy.
We just have to work and get the maximum points. Yeah, we just have to make sure that we stay focused, we stay confident that we can win, and that's it. We just have to. It's where we've got into. It's all about giving the team emotional support. Once the team gets to know that the supporters are behind them, then it becomes relatively easier to bounce back. But when they get to know that they are not behind them, then so many things will go through their minds, and then it will create problems for us. I understand the supporters down there very disappointed, because since we came here, we've given them some good quality football with the results that they want. So going to Pando, getting a draw, and looking at the way we played there, they came very hopeful that we're going to beat Bechem. So I understand their emotional narrative, but then I want to let them also understand that this is the time we need them most to get the team going. Yeah, I think we just have to encourage the players, encourage everybody within the team. I mean, there should be some element of good commentary around the team, so that emotionally the players will be stable to be able to focus. I think over the period since we came, we've delivered. It's only today that we didn't get the maximum points for them. So I don't think this match should bring about a lot of negative commentaries around the team, where things that are untrue will be created and will be pushed on people's neck and throats. No, I don't think this is the period to do that. This is the period to encourage the players, to encourage the technical staff to get their act together. Once we have some emotional stability within and outside the team, I think it will be good for us going forward. Once the commentary becomes unpleasant and it gets into their minds and their heart, I think it will let them drop their head. And once they drop their head, we have lost it. So let's encourage them to keep their heads up, chest out, and let them understand that they can bounce back, or we can bounce back to get the maximum points in our next game.
Enti wey Kotoko head coach and all three supporters nina say monkoswa na monta mranche ne chi say sabri no muhia mo pa wa chechim next game almost afem amanfo chimu Asante Kotoko eto nsa fresh supporters so mumre bia o mu disappoint no kre na Kotoko fans after the game
the bechem football kwa mfa ball omo bobo neat o ye Kotoko ni o ye wutimi agidia every titi nyina di within the Kotoko. Now, bomb information bearer, a bechem for bomb boy. Into the board on the coach in Ama board, the so. You got a brain, no break. Break board in our brain, who manage Naso and rubber ball. I didn't think Massa.
We are disappointed, Papa, because coach in Unkonko yi Baba and Film Kofa and said Kunfama, or Bano Kunko, or Timia Rani, Yano Akoseno. And I'll face to see the boy two, also and Koyokra. And football open leg at ya. Won't travel home now, Mobo Sabo, we are more and more quantity. Coach, Obama Musu, I saw you know, money Musu. They say it's up to you, and if you say you're free, your coordination. I might GD no conform because I can't even say, yes, I bought your bumpires any Pamna Park, any Pama Park. Oh, you don't show ya, and I treat the party abba. A two couple boy, I dear chance, I treat the party Saturday.
The coach, problem kakra. Because the man who no crown say born cray born here kwa way yen your first go near taker your first go near taker and I have friends be also and kwala of form no e bet my boss in panifo no bi say just brain me case oni bobo but on fa tell do no start na just brain tra bench because the brain ball obo nyina cha say wa week so cha say the ball we no abon there me yan ka say league no ya fa ne tra bi 50% ene wom. Because draw near Bonnet, they say, oh, no print now 3 points. Pando Kwana Lusu, 1 mark now 3 points. It's a Abutra, and I was saying, yet me Abutra and ye, so I say, board ye, say, yesha, surprise here don't be band the MYA.
Yes, and the way the reaction of Asante Kotoko supporters after the game. Over the weekend, week 27 of the Ghana Premier League games, of course, so, but the scoreline, I hold the results, I hold number. Mamamo. The league table and I feel coaches no almost so post match with the Nina Abba fans ne the atwaso. Pepe Shores the birthday ma open yakwa baby.
I wish I'm also.
Anra Asante Kotoko game yi. Amam for Kase Kotoko to suffer supporters ye mom rebia or ba or mu disappoint you. Anra was it a disappointment? Na for young other games.
Okay, yes, a disappointment.
Sir. The supporters near right.
And a factual statement, but a disappointment. So what has Nipa Baby because share. So almost to Nipa and Zavre Nipa no disappoint you. Last season has your home bar. And my coach share now. Coach Gonazo bone home was share. Send your disappointment.
Okay.
So you can take case by case. If you take yesterday's game, it was a big disappointment.
And this a disappointment in the body.
And a bad day at the office for almost the entire Kotoko team.
Wow.
Now there's something that me share it Kabiru. But that's yama videos maybe and that's what no me said that a video very long minutes. But and for the first festival, slow build up. And any time a Ubo gamer who build up yes slow, opponent any problem.
Sure.
The Kotoko I know. Once a born be free any of the center backs, a middle, now call flanks were quickly they will transit into the opposition third. And now even born ukra to say Daniel Adrian did not support a big canal this year. Or with my piano now opinion tino human or piano now others not running into space and almost the entire team two players and Musa. In fact, somebody the moves on your bad day that. Send no somebody bad day and can be changed a 3.
Then this a bad day, this a slow build. Na coach can say be fatigue and then because Kotoko every time to Babara. Go cry no more consider be.
No more consider back or money you share for one. Vision no more for one. And Omabe consider. I think simply inexplicable. I saw Prosper struggling to get a reason because I didn't see say 2 players been yes you are able to quickly reorganize. It was almost the entire team and Kwampoku. So no na first year na. When you have a cousin we mo koto no be there wa. And no support bi and me baba addresses had him. Kwampoku dey Prosper ni cheni sika. We player na say hey openyini.
Oh.
Press box me sure so be all press box be all can say mo be active.
Wow.
Now the Kwampoku Prosper ni cheni sika na. Ade we player Kotoko Bokotoko na sana Kotoko netie. I was last week I was me discuss the difference in expectation from Kotoko and Ubia.
Yes.
Kotoko supporter no okasa sisi ya o say ai we be chema we boy be chem boy say Kotoko no be chem points na be chem Kotoko points na kan bo fu dada o see empam management empam gojo.
Sure.
Kotoko lead be chem mama league table no you be samba videos no.
Kotoko ewo 47 points. Bechem ewo 40 points. Kotoko da first and Bechem that second. Into between omumi no.
That be Bechem to be na second.
Sorry, Bechem that 6.
Yeah.
Into between omumi no. Points difference no. 7.
But voice now when we say, well she Bechem to as a Bechem team no. O pe no chain Kotoko no ba bia Bechem wo no. And na Bechem wo ba bia Kotoko na nko be ka say yam pam obi o Kotoko no bia. But don't blame them. Me say difference in expectation. To say the league atare has for one nay no mu dwane no. Kotoko no that stop kra onya happy. Or that's row. The past 3 weeks Kotoko after mienu.
Yes.
They are still on top. So Kotoko any other ordinary side, and I use ordinary not in a bad taste.
Okay.
Kotoko any other ordinary side of the bank supporters read both and row.
So munya.
And I say that's still on that's no. The most important thing be league table yada hen yada so that's come back money, but difference in expectation will not allow Kotoko supporters to jubilate. In fact omokobo draw I want to say 1 point I'm catch a very important point on sudden Kotoko drew the second place team won but Kotoko that's lady say point I'm go pick up pando a very bad game for Kotoko on that day. They were outplayed, but they picked the point. Yeah. Points difference score 2. And no, Munya Baku can score 3. No, a win for Gold Stars still 47. Kotoko are leading them. And a difference in expectation. The first thing that I recognized yesterday in the game, I had Kotoko, and it's a normal build up. Incredibly slow. Me who some bobos had. Omo pick ball na a check to transit. Until Sir Fernando Wisdom Bassi Bem, and clearly, I just said that was what Kotoko were lacking in the game. Bassi the band was on one touch, say no, Bono Arana could do opponent half, and we saw Bechem going back, Kotoko were pinning them back. Eventually, the penalty came. Yeah. But Bono Kotoko players and and again, they were taking too many passes our middle, and some of our opponent at third. Too many passes. We prema we no we are no majina but Masha Kotoko this season.
Yes, I don't bombo.
Masha Kotoko che team bia de pando bo na mko boy na mzabanyi. Ana possession ko di Lions on. Na Kotoko enya mo bo quick transition into opposition third. Quick transition. Because to break the opponent's line, what you need a quick transition.
Sure.
So one transiting jama, you always give your opponent the luxury to recover
and the chance to attack you.
Unya say bono and a pressing in general. Kotoko were lacking pressing. And now Kotoko a game no. Now slow build up, very slow build up. Too many touches. Omo end. Too many touches. Kotoko end oh. And I face a few chances about no. One more antiki.
Okay.
Those are the easy things I can pinpoint as to why game no course it is equal and run with a okay. But yes, and no supporters the numbers were better than it has been in recent times. Me who fancy statement who scared by, but me share that VIP and VIP area hono the mdima ni hu yare there. I'm saying check out what the 100 ever because when you call a premium popular it could 15 at the other say oh baba VIP no strategy I want to 100. I think say I've always said it. Those who can afford the 70 are the people who can afford the 100. yeah 30 to 20 the hono yeah dey ahwa na yebego what if you be 50 kura still yebego ye 30 to 20 na and some people love to watch the game from the popular stands umpo menim kroma skafo a otu ne car oduru unity on your side one apake or back green stands one head the ball from titititi one head the ball one feels or head ball inti ebi omutu and the numbers were appreciable na better than numbers na in recent times Kotoko enya no but it was a build up too slow one player bema ball na kodi the other player no ojina so chair and enya quick Kotoko ampa wa breaki this season ade ba kom ya ade ho pa when you attack them na se Kotoko e breaki no more attack wa one hwe pe na Kotoko e be cause problems at the amount enra Kotoko goalkeeper ko ache ball no all attack no the man Adrian or the man Patrick the ball ko kodi no obi ahun say the build up is not very the normal build up it's normally very slow and I'm saying sir there are times you will not get a reason prosper or see maybe also when you say yeah or call upon do no case you say break because I'm travel 9 hours remember so no more Wednesday brekum Chelsea and I'm travel here ko PM ho and he said it say fatigue but game we crowd here my boys 3 days off because go training no days off rest because when they have 1 week no one find fatigue or see onim say bia until say one can direct say because onim say when you give them about 2 days off now okobo Sunday now say another Sunday the normal footballer cannot say about one game 7 days difference and 6 days difference or say kobo or say wabre there be to be in casa but na nya dia we explain ye and no Kwame Poku's form you cannot explain it Makato said no go na to consider no Frederick Asare he must start commanding that area of the field it is an area he must have control and command see a flow to body a goalie ha nyina osa and hwebon mo bi mepembo ni easy form you come out and you gather the ball you come out and you face the ball and now he had a very good game 1-on-1 minu bi oyi ba ko pa one shot of boy Asare fly yi ball no fine but me this goal I'll consider it I'm being sincere with you and with Frederick Asare this was something he could have avoided na chance corner dey say ba yan chance abasa but because he didn't come out to challenge for the ball Brabon so pie with our confidence and say ba befa over time tina mani abra enu na me kan na maka na me say kan on time pie mefa boss aye flow to the aba ne box room there be your time remaining e won the line so but sa no say we defenders no anti man head the ball na we a che say you'll be under huge pressure and then ball no to atrem you so gina wo din gina wo sa minim say video we o gina ni podum sa gina wo sa clearly you could see the Fred ni gina we or no one can feel disappointed
that's why you mistake
but wa ma bonte na bi olusu ball no ba wa makra I think that going forward he will change Sani man bukobo with the baby be see and there was a penny. Now you within the small box within the 18-yard box. And at that area I expect my goalkeeper, every goalkeeper to go in for that challenge. Go pick ball. Now Hona say play be obstructive, opponent obstructive kakra bi kra. Ref you know emergency infringement because at that side you are protected.
Yes sir.
Kotoko supporters reaction. Medical can way that I say when they like you, they like you. When they don't like you, they don't like you. So I say one of the guiding things about the Namas minim the entire ogum name no. It doesn't resonate joy in the hearts of Kotoko supporters. Minimally Kurunta. Enti or your coach ba kwa enka edu time be say like opponent and anka eke kan same way fa coach no. Nanka the Kotoko supporter masa crying here that's all. Yes. Ogum no first time about OG League. And last season but you won't get who assemble Kotoko 10 supporters even when they were winning. Who can say be discussion almost say it was an ugly win. And champagne defeat. They end here papa who say so na ball na one pair na one. And you say back over league table now where you be deceived say nations as a more goals say be man 3 goals are any player or say suppose that goes on creative player
That's not football.
Enti saa de we omo ye dem zapa yi. Enti say nations anya 3 goals bia. Enyu obi a na share.
It goes contrary to FIFA's football integrity.
Enti
so obi twen
Kotoko trauma federal. Say we no there.
Enti enya de a obi a na share. Enti wo kohwe we say nations aso makọ 29 goals or 39 goals bibi enye papa basa ena da bi na se gokọ yi nsu atre
na so omo tifie
Ghana league na how often I say team be coach
training especially with team the home
and in football ball na unya points and answer tenafia na unya
points we mediama
o share for that the next caller a big part
2-0
before 4 neighbor now score line dey be already wa ha no
enti makawa access 3 goals no more man kra no enye common wo ye league no enye easy say club be 3 goals e wo ye league no mo
yeah
na minim babia
abusu say nipa na free mo you just have to scrap bibia
menin to fianko edi nkomo o se
o kan say yes quotation
o se mra na o de ma Dr. Viama mo hand over my FA na enye we na o ite se o se GF for na pass to me the my school for no say omo atibi em sky o mredum e chomo na akoye but enye nti go for the share Dr. Viama mo say omo na nimbo mu
na mo bra na
ko fa sa emra but enye Dr. Viama mo na this ade na e buy but that's a topic for another day. James Openyi no cause am say nra a very bad day at the office for Asante Kotoko entirely. Very, very, very bad, including Prosper, because Prosper first substitution or anything, you know. I think he was dazed.
Na de no more can obia ntwe na dwen say boss
obia na nipa living na park no so mu nyina nkoye na wo mte ba etimesi no a bad day for almost omunyina. So normally they all put their heads together and no na majum say the first substitution obey play because bechem for no more 3 minutes for the no play in recent times from the 65th minute they know why worn out. Eti da bia so ha ya bo 60-65 ana Tinedu aba but I know na say Tinedu e bantem kra eti I saw Tinedu warming up in fact first half no me say Tinedu eti na me so na be first card me hu ya no say Samson Edu kumum abeyi baba ya
wow
as the first substitution Prosper here
na baba ya hu so
I would have kept baba ya in the game because game no
okay
ono de head otimi create so skillful obetuma create obetuma ye bibi eti se me na me in the shoes and me substitutions na on nya me first card rather nan ka reorganize midfield no bechem for no wo abranch na boa at minimal Corinthians BOA-at 80 na Reagan Boat Reagan or a midfielder Kofi Tompo
maybe a boat no more
midfielder and abranch did Isaiah Nyako no I was a penny almost 3 midfielders before the game. I told you here on Saturday that they have energy.
Yeah.
And
peace.
Almost running midfield na ma Blay a Brentham.
Okay.
And because Blay was tired, it was forcing Anderson Timanu to play very close to Blay. And he now got number 8 duties no. And he's stay. And now got any gap in the middle. And I don't know became for and so you should sell to advantage because they knew that the Kotoko midfield and click is clicking. And you know who you saw. So now me expect like some do about the first player of because in recent times, anytime I tell do about game in Biano, I see him coming to the game and I was ba I am Kotoko some stability in the middle. Me who's got the stability about middle.
Okay.
But names and the substitution the last one or so. Yeah. And no mantem. Clearly, Prosper was dazed. Clearly, Obia game nimbi Obia involved in the game bia and not for Kotoko no. Abutapanya clear say na wonum enhunu so. And it was quite a difficult thing at the Emma Asante Kotoko. But they drew the penalty we've already explained and given our judgment on it. It was a clear penalty based on even became for na video no mo edi post up evidence no HSS board about sharp branch himself. I've read somebody saying say boy and na say be sharing some. It is possible say a bit no on say ball na kwa FIFA say a ball the body and sana account sana na kwa na we there watch nama it was there normally ball be I ba me but we use ball a station ball be station e can in some and or the two it revenue there only indirect free kick revenue clearly ball no be share in some just na a ball body na ball in say we na call ya normally some referees and require the discretion of the referee but if be pressure ko go na ball no be ball as ya na me referees no kwa nya adwen last week as me hu one occasion me referee game kwa na me hwa obi a shoot na player na 10 na ball in senti anhye you can say that a natural position abra bonds a dynamic obvious goal scoring opportunity there ya na me referees na nya adwiti and no na a bad day for Asante Kotoko and me giri yesem sebanyi omo to nyoma ya league na there for me enye over okay. Midweek so obi abo midweek ti omo na Accra Lions Kotoko na Accra Lions the only thing I game na difficult they say and no results na buy na Accra Lions hope if this game was 2-3 weeks ago Accra Lions no mabemobu all of a sudden they have hope give me the league table omo na gidi abuzabanyi so and, survive. Yes, because of results are about weekend
16th or 26 points. Karela or won 15th no 28 points.
And Karela played Karela bo home and
no draw.
And Karela they won.
No, Karela, okay,
but Obekwa way. And I want to vision Accra Lions able home. Accra Lions nim say on just 3 points now. On just 3 points now. At Nibesano.
Yes.
Nya no kwasa check baby a vision da.
Vision at the 14th or more 29 she said Accra Lions or better vision.
In terms of goals difference will be our -8. The moment yeah analysis so club and did Accra Lions check Kotoko I just say -8 na so bet with goals do do obese. There's a vision ko lose away vision and so once we lose just say the -8 no minus ni be account. What it means is still on bet my sign vision so it no na ebema game no be den pa ebe make game very difficult now no be make catch us 2 away games na me say den ba me twam say nya den Kotoko nations and Kotoko has 2 teams in home performance no enchire me say games ehu sa na if you want to check the implication of that 3 points na GFN day mana say nations nya ne de no ednaba third
nations about third when two kwan one
udum say o de fatre ka ide no go stars because go stars no
go stars nya 3 awon ko 50 we say Asante Kotoko
why na that's you be
I say
next team Mediema ne omo boy eti ono so fatre ka ne de o fatre ka baby
has beko 44
eti that is the nature of the league na here bono say obi ono no mo e bi amane 3 dada enka ho na fa 3 goals ka ho ansana ya to aso kra abo games riti that is where the difficulty is about penny so 3 points and 3 goals ya the bank for just like that no it has implications on the league table eventually but and over for Kotoko but you see the Kotoko supporter is crying and not happy and calling for the head of his coach even though he's leading the league table or calling for the head of the coach Kebaya yenya no kwai no because we're dropping points to Bechem United Edra How's the folk? Has a problem of the
but me ade ba ko me dema has yes enum dwana ano work be dwa has it me overcome
has an overcome
so ka say first 25 minutes
ya no work and
momentum na nyasa mo goals no
ntia no ntia mo has abaso say one
vision enu nti me bo omo abaso
we can't do that
omo say akra share first
we can't do that it doesn't matter about draw as I share first so na share last of no effect
because this is a handful team enko you pepe
enti na say okoshe me say has should have accepted this challenge go and beat them not to go and draw and say yeah draw etunim I am possible on the first 25 minutes and go for no pa has in the muza on go for no share go no on be share go man you eno nya it shouldn't be Kotoko next game no Accra Lions over show mo 4 eti
ye ba ko pa omodi ko mu not
defeat no you don't do that
in the first 25 minutes
has a join the come as a first 25 minutes and go for some be has a share be 3
this has a folk team
they have recorded incredible results has a folk team we share Young Apostles 2-1 has a folk team we a Mediema 2-0 takotie ni Mediema team na omo bobo ne bi ne VCFC etem so penyi me mo bia ba so say o ka say o be hye na ye o ma nhye ye Kotoko na da bi nyom be bro no enya house bobre ne say vision dware nim so be hye ba we ntima nhye nti no ne ya be bo aba so me hwe yi asamo abote afiri bi ni si fo hu bo na on peja bo bi ma no na Diego de senti to amfadi ti anja bo na me say refi ni go na bo no ba bi won I so stretch it na was no we wuro de ni ti kan ko mu be bu kra de asem no ba bi bo no won ese chiche so de ni ti mum na ko se bo na se abza.
Yes, sir.
How's coach no once again?
What are since and join also on
dictionary na on the meaning of tactical and technical. No shiana no naka wasam because a branch say tactically as a vision a dominity a bobon in the second half inti. Also on dictionary. No on I mean. He's more interested in what the answers you give journalists than results a team never.
But we are comfortable. Na juma na say you secured.
Enu ntina na no busa say wa nyi liga wa failure am ka jo so failure no. Akwani ko tro mass SSC. Wono ase oh mass here be target zimi nya di. Na ba no nya bi a o wa fail. Abro no target di. But here bet what say there be based on school a ko ye. Based on books a papa to ma. Based on classes a ya dia ma. Based on teacher for omo chia ma na track record of your school no say di na unya ye betima ka jo afeli but ono na dwiri mu de wo so ono koye ko ma so target di ene wanya bi uzu afeli ejutimi ka say watara afeli me say abujapanyi is it not surprising say prosper league na pressure ono so na watara eda fifth
relaxed
or does a fifth na pressure bi ani no so pressure bi there's no pressure whatsoever on him. The House of Folk supporters, apart from few ones, the entirety of the supporters are not on their coach. They are not on their coach. They are not on their management. They see Baba Eraya supporters no call prosper. Nyame fasa ma pa ma ko next game emra so mbesa taka na pin kra ball team no moye na da bi ono kra team no timi nya ye pie bi o ye border ombeka. They are looking for wins. Fantastic win, sexy win, champagne football. Go near pass it. Sano mupo. It will lead the league table, no. But on your happy. What say Chim say bechem born who bechem for you boy. As if say bechem resource, no. And can not go wango and I could go boss abona. For the second could go bechem resource, no. But or jeb born papa was a penny. Sandy Pacoya show say. And go back to Jose. A bond there, party be done. That is the expectation and standard of Kotoko. How's the full game, no? Michel Kakra, media say yes, they were outplayed. They had a draw, but me hands, Bobby said, "When you coach, Nazamo." Nasa has a full place in Busan was in Tiepa, go for the I have from Chuchi from Z. We must resolve to go and beat them. A career born, I saw Mona has a phono, Edna Park, and also Nanka, our rose. Be quiet, be quiet. I don't come to Musacha. Vision for the be quiet. But Yakobo draw as a year, as a man saying, and no man say a big club like Hasselful. When you did
good evening, Abusapani and your team. I'm enjoying Akuma Sports live from Germany. Happy birthday to you, Richard Suarez Pepe. God bless you more. Long life. We every Isaac Akroma DNA. Or say hi. Good evening, Sports Messiah. It's your boy Adonai inside Achim Edjafo doing the listening live here. Kudos to my darling club Liverpool for their massive win yesterday and had to folk. Better luck next time.